We're talking about graphing polynomial functions in end behavior, and we want to evaluate by synthetic substitution. So in this case, it says find f of -1 for the function f of x equals -2x to the fourth minus x squared plus 5x minus 3, and then it says using synthetic substitution. So whenever we're using synthetic substitution, we always have to make sure that we have all our exponents accounted for, starting with our highest and then working down. So our highest here is x to the fourth. So then we should go find x to the third, and right here we go x squared, so we're missing one. So what I like to do is I like to rewrite my function with all of the exponents in it, so that way I don't miss one. So I'm going to just write that over here. I'm going to say the function x, and that's equal to, and I'm going to say -2 x to the fourth. Now I don't have an x to the third. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that in. I'm going to say plus 0 x to the third. And then we do have an x squared, so that's going to be -1 x squared. And then we're going to say plus 5x. And then minus 3. So we have 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So we have all of the parts. And notice that we added the 0 in here. Even though we added it in, we still have to include it when we do our synthetic substitution. So we said that we wanted to evaluate at f of -1. So -1 goes outside, and then we're going to write all of our coefficients in the synthetic substitution bracket. So we have -2. We still have to include the 0. I'm going to change that one to red, 0, -1, 5, and -3. And then we're still going to do the same process. We are going to, when we go down, we're going to add, and then we're going to multiply to get the diagonal. So we add down, -2 plus 0 is -2, and then we're going to multiply in the diagonal. So that's going to be -2 from down here times -1. -2 times -1 is +2, and when we add down, we get 2. So then we go 2 times -1. 2 times -1 is -2. And when we add -1, -2, we get -3. Then we're going to multiply in the diagonal. So -3 times -1. -3 times -1 is +3. And then we add down. 5 plus 3 is 8. Then we're going to multiply in the diagonal. So we get 8 times -1. And we get -8. And -3 plus -8 is -11. And so that is our answer. So the function evaluated at -1 is equal to -11. So one thing that we want to remember is any term that is missing needs to be replaced with a 0.